And now, News 4's Weather Extra with Chief Meteorologist David Paul.
Welcome into Weather Extra on this Thursday evening already. Meteorologist Ryan Duggar along my side. Good to have you here again tonight. 2 nights in a row we're together.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, the past 2 nights have gone pretty quickly since you came back. So that it just makes the day go by faster when we're together.
Absolutely, I agree. We've got some good content coming your way tonight. We're talking a lot about rain totals and the fading drought. We've got some good news on that front. Rain totals have been kind of hit or miss so far this month, though, across the Wiregrass, but the Dothan Airport's done pretty well overall.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we've got some pretty good showers and thunderstorms popping up, and especially over where you are.
Yeah, hey.
You've been really waiting for that rain for a long time. I can't believe the bubble that has been over your place for a long time.
See, I got lucky. I put down the fertilizer, then it rained again, so now I'm mowing, it seems like all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Have a look at some of the rain totals this month with meteorologist Zach Webster.
Wet and active May continues for us here across the region. We picked up another third of an inch of rain with some scattered showers and storms that we saw earlier Wednesday morning. That brings that rainfall total for the month of May up to a little over 4 inches of rain, and it's been some very, very beneficial rainfall. We're a little over 2.5 inches above normal for the month of May. Things also looking a little bit better since the start of March. A little over 11 inches of rain has us just over a third of an inch above normal. However, for the year as a whole, just under 17 inches of rain while we're above normal since March. We're above normal since May. Since the start of the year, however, still 4 inches below normal. While recently we've seen quite a bit of rain, it was a pretty dry stretch to start off the year. We'll likely need to see some more months, especially like what we're seeing in May, to start to cut into that deficit for the year.
Okay, so we were talking during that story. The first time since, what, September that will end up the month above normal for precip?
Yeah, Helene definitely brought in some really good rainfall when it made landfall into September. But after we got that rain, we got really quickly down to that deficit by December, and it's been lasting for a long time. So this has been a really good month for rain, too.
Good to see it. And check out the new drought monitor out today. Last week we had abnormally dry to moderate drought across a good chunk of the area, but this week with that rainfall that we've seen in really the past couple weeks, it looks a whole lot better across the area, and that is some great news. And the topsoil moisture looks promising also, at least for most of the Wiregrass, especially areas north, areas central kind of normal, but that pocket there in Georgia, struggling still.
Yeah, but it really has faded. It continued farther to the east while we've been getting some more of that moisture. And really what helped probably was that good upper level cutoff low that we had that brought in showers and thunderstorms from the Gulf. So hopefully they can get a little bit more, but I'm liking where we are right now. I wish we were a little bit more moist, though.
Right, yeah. You know, we've seen this pattern for really the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
We mentioned that last night. Heavier rainfall north of us, not so much the farther east you go, and a good chunk of Florida outside of that upper level low, they've been very dry as well. So what happens as we go through time? Well, some showers and storms a possibility going into the weekend. It's really that situation where it's hit or miss, and if you get hit, a quick inch or two can happen. If you get missed, well, then you get nothing. But check this out. So this is Sunday at 4 p.m. We have that rain chance for Sunday evening. Watch the numbers here in the Wiregrass jump up Sunday evening. You know, that's not going to be perfect, but you get the idea. If you get some of the downpours, it could be substantial in pockets by late in the weekend.
Yeah, it kind of looks a little bit more like that summertime pattern too. Once we get farther into the summer, convective showers and thunderstorms, really where you have pockets of moisture being able to be lofted up by the heat that we have. Yeah, some people are just going to get lucky to have that rain. Others remain dry.
We saw that last Saturday. Some pockets of 1-2 inches. Some areas got nothing at all. But as we go into next week, better rain chances overall. We're talking Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. More widespread showers and storms popping up. But the general idea is still that the heaviest rainfall will be north and well west of our area, 2, 3, 4 inch totals. Not so much down to the southeast. So we're kind of on the edge of that wetter pattern that takes shape. But hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it, yeah, but I've seen this way too much. Hopefully we can get some purples or maybe even some reds sometime in the future.
At some point.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it might come with a hurricane. Hurricane season begins June 1st. We'll look at that, have our forecast numbers, and go in the yard next.
And now, News 4's Weather Extra.
We are approaching Memorial Day. That means, well, everything outside is coming to life. And, you know, the snakes as well are coming to life. They're not going to the beach, but they're maybe coming out of the waters, the rivers, and maybe into your yard. So that's this week's theme as we go in the yard.
As we head into late May, everything outside is alive, enjoying the beautiful weather. That includes snakes. So in the yard this week, it's time to put down some snake stopper. This is a powder that I sprinkle around the edge of my yard, especially along the tree line here, to hopefully keep the snakes away from my yard. Let's go. I've been using this brand for years, and it seems to be pretty effective. What I like about it is it's natural. The active ingredients are cedarwood oil, cinnamon oil, and clove oil. I've seen some moccasins come in from down here, so definitely want to kind of lay it on heavy. I always do a second layer up by the patio, just as a little extra insurance. Not a snake, tree root. Always good advice to be scanning the ground if you're walking outside this time of year, especially if you have kids. You never know when those snakes might be in the grass. All right, I've got the perimeter of the yard sprinkled with the snake repellent powder. Did a little secondary barrier along the patio. I like to do this when I know the forecast is dry for a while, so there's no rain coming to wash this away, and hopefully it works and we keep the snakes out of the yard, not in the yard.
I need to cut that tree root out because every time I'm mowing or trimming and I see that thing, I think, oh no.
Even when I saw it on camera, I had a little bit of a jump
Right?
scare. So yeah, you got to get rid of that as soon
Scary.
as possible.
Exactly. I'm always looking, and I've seen enough to know I've got to keep my eyes peeled.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Hurricane season is almost here. We've got some new forecast numbers out today from NOAA. So an average season in the Atlantic, 14 named storms, 7 of those become hurricanes, 3 become major hurricanes. The NOAA forecast out today, a big range, 13 to 19, 6 to 10 hurricanes, major hurricanes 3 to 5. Colorado State University, their latest number, 17, 9, and 4. But what about the First Alert weather team? So we'll begin with my forecast because I'm at the lower end of the numbers. I'm saying 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 major hurricanes, which happens to be exactly normal. Zach is a little bit higher, 16, 9, and 3, and then you're a bit higher than that.
I was a little bit higher. I think there could be, again, still some pretty good activity in terms of named storms and also hurricanes. Maybe one less from the major hurricanes that we had last year. But, you know, just the past couple of seasons I've actually been watching have been pretty active, and with neutral phase in the, southern oscillation, we could still maybe see some activities. So
Definitely will. The big question is, where do they go? So I'm thinking higher than normal pressure over the Atlantic basin. Sea surface temperatures will be warm, but the wind shear and the sinking air might be on our side this year. Plenty of time to watch it. That's it for tonight. Have a good one.